it's me, Steven Stools, the stool guy for you. I got some new stools here. Got some new stools for sale, man. They just came in. This bad boy, it's a black stool, baby. $13.95. And you better fucking buy this one.
If you think about it and believe it enough times, it should come true, right? The power of positive thinking is what I'm talking about. And it can work wonders, folks, unless it's up against physics. Firewalking is about mind over matter, they say, right? Can you convince yourself that you will not get burned? Is it possible with the power of positive thinking? Firewalkers are not actually firewalkers. They're really just coal walkers. Heat transfer from a red-hot coal is slow, but it still happens. The firewalker never dawdles, if you will. No self-respecting firewalker would run across the coals. That would be undignified. But firewalkers certainly are walking briskly. You never see firewalkers just standing around with the coals having a chat. That clarifies a few things for me, doesn't it? I hope it does for you too. The power of positive thinking far outweighs a meager existence. Would you agree?
I still have all my stools from the last shipment come in! No one bought them! I had 150 stools ordered! Because I thought people wanted stools! I convinced myself! I told my wife I'm taking out a second mortgage! I am desperate! I'm on my last $10! You better fucking buy these! Steve Stools.
This is a musical sitcom.
Of course it is, cowboy. I always knew that I had eyes only for you.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I feel like your eyes are wandering. Like you're not really as interested in me as you lead on.
Oh, come on, cowboy. You know those ladies don't mean anything to me. They're just...
So our characters are in love?
We are now.
They're in love, but they disagree. Like Cowboy wants the country life, and Frank Sinatra wants
city
the
boy
city
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish that you would have taken my feelings into account when we moved to the big city. I mean, look at my horse. We're in an apartment. This is no place for a horse.
Have you forgotten about my dreams?
No, I haven't.
To be big in the big city?
Well,
a real city slicker? With a good liquor?
Well, of course I haven't forgotten your dreams of being a city slicker with a good liquor.
So why are your dreams more important than mine, cowboy?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you never pay attention to my dream of being a country boy, riding a horse, owning a ranch.
Perhaps you're right. Why not this weekend? We go for a lovely horse ride through the country. We can take Usain here.
That sounds mighty nice.
I think so too.
Hop on the back of my horse?
If you'll have me.
Come on. Whoa!
Whoa, I'm getting. Outside the city.
We're outside the city. We're in the country now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, I told you. This is what the country is like. No buildings whatsoever.
But if I sing out here and no one's around to hear it, am I even singing?
You're singing to me?
I don't know if that's enough for me.
I haven't heard you sing in quite a while, Frank.
Perhaps I have been neglecting you, cowboy.
I know you have. You haven't made love to me in years. My butthole's tighter than a... My butthole's tighter than a bow knot.
You know I'd love to explore that bow knot. Cowboy, I'm sorry. This fame and fortune has blinded me. You're right. I belong to be with you in that sweet, sweet butthole.
Why don't you sing me one last song, Frank?
Anything for you, cowboy. We're down in the wilderness. Will there be anything better than this? I don't think so. We're out of the city. We shall not go back, because we're cowboys at last, living life on the west and ignoring women's breast. I'll focus on you and that thing that lets you go number 2. For your tight little sphincter is all I can picture in this great, wild place.
You know what, Frank? That was beautiful. I don't think I want to be a cowboy no more. I think I'm ready for the city life.
Now, are you sure? Because it's a commitment.
I'm positive.
Come here, you. Let's get back out on that road.
Come on,
Back to the city, girl.
let's go back to the apartment. Woo!
Come on, get. Well, here comes the city line.
Whoa!
Whoa! We're back.
We're back and we jumped all the way from the city line into the
We
apartment.
made it, cowboy.
That was amazing.
This is our city now.
Hey, I got a call the other day from one of my old rustler buddies. He said this town ain't big enough for the two of us. One of us is gonna have to move out.
It's not true. That's not true, cowboy, and you know it. We're a couple of city slickers now. We run the streets like rats.
I just don't feel like I fit in. I mean, here you are, you have this nice hat, this good city slicker accent, and I'm still riding a horse. You're too busy singing all the time. Singing and dancing.
But I sing for us. This life.
You shouldn't be singing for me, Frank. You should be singing for you.
Well, sure, I sing for me, but I sing for us.
Name one song that you sing that's for me. Frank, you haven't had sex with me in years.
That's not true.
You keep saying that, oh, you're gay and you like men, country boys like me. But then you go out every night and you have sex with a beautiful female.
I bang you in my head every night. When I lie there on my pillow next to you, I'm just thinking about plowing those cheeks and that tight little sphincter.
You could have it, but instead you're banging those ladies next to me every night.
I'm not banging them.
Meanwhile, you're telling them that you guys are going to get married. You tell every single one of them, I'm just your roommate. I'm not your husband.
You're right, that's not... I haven't been a good husband to you.
No, you have not. I just don't know if I can do this anymore, Frank. I need to be in the country. I'm a country cowboy.
After all this, you need to go to the country? We just went to the country.
We've been doing this for 8 seasons of a TV show and
25 years of marriage.
25 years of marriage on TV.
This has been real for me.
Well, it's been real for me too, but unfortunately, everything good has to come to an end. And I'm a country boy, and the land is calling.
Why don't you gallop away then?
All right. Do you want to spank my tight little sphincter one more time? Send me home?
I'm sorry.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
He's not meant to be a city boy. He's not.
So long.
Is that over the garden wall?
What?
want to see what song it is.
Hey, it's me, it's Steve. Stool here again. You ever sitting at the computer and it's just your desktop and a keyboard, and you're like, how the hell do I move that pointy thing around? There's that pointy thing there, how do I even get it to move around the screen? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Well, one of these is gonna solve your problems. It's called a computer mouse. There we go. It's a computer mouse. How does it work? Well, it's got a little light. It's got a little sensor at the bottom. You put it down on a surface. You move it around just like that. Oh, fuck, that feels good. Oh, put it around, and then you got your little pointer moving on your computer, and you can do whatever you want. Browse the internet with this bad boy. You'll never, with one of these, I got thousands of them.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for coming.
Today we're going to learn about what makes your stomach feel bad.
Bad and icky.
And how that might affect your throat at a later date.
Yeah. The stomach and the throat are actually more connected than a lot of us think they are, through the esophageal pathway. Do you want to speak to that at all, or do you want me to run with it?
Well, the thing about the
esophageal pathway.
The thing about the esophageal pathway that many people don't realize is that it only goes one direction.
Yes.
And that's not up, it's down. Where? Your stomach. And so what happens, well, what's been happening to me lately is I've been consuming crab rangoon, pork fried rice, ice cream, just Doritos, and all sorts of crap.
Yeah.
And I haven't been feeling that great this morning, from a esophageal perspective.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Those are all foods that will absolutely destroy the lining of your esophagus.
And that's what happens?
Yeah, so what happens is it will tear away and slowly break down. There's a thin lubricant in the esophagus.
Natural
lubricant. There's some unnatural lubricant sometimes.
We'll get into that later.
But yeah, that's another. And so the natural lubricant over time, if you're eating these very acidic foods, crab rangoons, Dorito Locos Tacos, just to name a couple of the bad ones.
Why are they so acidic?
So what happens is, because of the FDA ruining everyone's lives slowly but surely, they approved that all of our food gets sprayed with extra acid to help with shelf life. And so that's why people are dying at unprecedented numbers just from this esophageal leakage, as we call it in the industry of health. When the esophagus starts to leak, then that means that the acid is actually making it directly into your bloodstream. And have you ever heard of people tripping on acid?
I have.
That's because the acid gets into your bloodstream and you actually start to lose your grip on natural and normal consciousness. And so when you start to lose your grip on that, not only is your stomach hurting and you have little tummy aches and pains and sorenesses, but you actually start to have mental aches, pains, and sorenesses, and that creates little squigglies in your eyesight. which makes you really dizzy. And when you get dizzy, you get lightheaded, and that hurts your tummy even more because then you get nauseous. And then once you get nauseous, you start to want to throw up, which brings the acid back up into your esophagus. And what does the esophagus, what should it go?
Down.
One way, down. And so when it starts to go two ways, up and down and then up, what happens is you actually there's more leakage, and it leaks back into your bloodstream, and it's just a vicious cycle. And that's why mental health is at a crisis, a state of crisis right now.
Because we're eating too much crab rangoon.
Yeah, it's mostly crab rangoons. And if you notice, some of your most local restaurants are suspiciously starting to offer crab rangoons at a rate that you didn't before realize.
Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks,
McDonald's.
Domino's Pizza.
Domino's. My uncle makes them now. I can't get away from it.
No. And honestly, that's big pharma. Crab rangoons were invented just recently in history by Pfizer. And before that, no one had crab rangoons. No one did. No one even knew what a rangoon was. They'll tell you they know, but they don't. And so once they started stuffing crab in it, things got really crazy. Because you've heard of imitation crab, right?
Yes.
That was Johnson and Johnson. They had a partnership with Eli Lilly, and they created imitation crab, and it blew up. That was back when people started getting healthier, so pharmaceutical sales were down. Eli Lilly got together with Johnson & Johnson and created imitation crab as a collaboration. Pfizer was like, hell no, but also hell yes, because we can ride this and create the crab rangoon. But the crab rangoon has the highest acid levels of any sort of snack that you can eat. And so that's what's created this epidemic of acid reflux and then therefore mental health.
Hey, it's me, it's Steve Stool again. I got another exciting product for you. This thing, what the hell is this? I don't know. Hey, look, I ran out of cash. I'm out of money. I spent every dollar I had on computer mouses, not realizing that most people use laptops that have a mouse built in. There's not a whole lot of need for a computer mouse anymore. But this, do you have one of these? I don't think so, because I find them in the trash all the time. It's a wire. It's basically just a wire, but you can do a lot with it. Look at that. Make different shapes. Hey, you lock yourself out of your car? One of these. Let me show you something here. Don't worry, let me show you this. There we go. There we go. Now you got a funky little pair of glasses like this. Ha ha! I call it Steve's wire. Buy it $16.95. And you're probably wondering, hey, that thing looks like a piece of crap found in the trash. Well, it was. Look at that. Look at this. Now it's just a stick. But you can buy it for $16.95. And let me tell you, my wife doesn't respect me. But do I complain about it? No. So neither should you. $16.95. I could use a hug.
Here I am. I suspect that I'm alone and no one can hear me. So now I can say weird things about all the people that I know. And myself. Because I'm not being recorded right now. I'm totally inconspicuous. No one's gonna know that I secretly put cactuses in my butt every now and again, but not because I want to. Well, I do want to, but no one's making me. It just feels good. Feels like it's the right thing to do, honestly. Good thing I'm not being recorded and I'm alone where nobody can hear that. Hey, I'm Porcupine Smith. This is a commercial for a bathroom key that I invented. You gotta go to the bathroom? Yeah, maybe you're a little tyke and you're sitting in your preschool class. And you're raising your hand. You're going, can I go to the bathroom, miss? And she's like, can I go to the bathroom, please? Well, now you can. With your very own personalized bathroom master key, you can open any bathroom that you want. Even all the bathrooms at your home, all the bathrooms at school, all the bathrooms at your grandma's house. All the bathrooms, every single one of them. Even the girls' room. I'm Porcupine Smith, and this is Porcupine Smith Bathroom Keys.